Okay, how they keep teams in here?
NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Running the daylight from inside his 25. Wide open, and it's a foot race.
He's fired up
And
here.
it's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a play there. What a lift that gives. 76 yards. He took the kickoff to the house. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
All wideouts, no backs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Taking the shot on the first play. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The play action fake. On the move, he fires. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They'll throw it on first down. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, look out! He's at the 20. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown tie. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
I keep me off the line, man.
Looking to go up top on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. It is something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his 25. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
Good chat, Ocho.
Here comes that Alabama offense.
Work.
They torched this defense with an explosive passing passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He uncorks one deep. And they
Pick the ball
couldn't
off,
make the
bro.
connection on the long shot.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Line getting set on second down. White wants to throw it. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The
Oh,
receiver
no.
was doubled, and they picked it off. And oh, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on second down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Got room on the return. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. He makes the connection. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. White going to attack through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Snags it down the right side. Off he goes. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to get to it.
Ooh.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
White wants to throw it. He's going up top.
Oh my goodness.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team out there getting set. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the Hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for them.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Got his man downfield. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Here comes the two-point try. Power ahead. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return.
Oh, shit going off of me.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking deep. He caught it. Touchdown! And the beatdown has ensued.
And there are times a quarterback and receiver coverage. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got two.
Why did he drop the ball?
Might be a good call later on in the game.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
2nd down coming up.
This offense has a 2nd down play. White going to attack through the air. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10.
I'm playing by myself, man.
And the route is on. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
No, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding it.
Gets it out quickly. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend
See
this
the dude
lead.
team out.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
You see the team bound why he was so garbage. Oh. See the
North
setup
Carolina
like.
State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. That football was riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit.
Ooh, good pitch.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field.
What the fuck was that? Aha!
Poorly, and it's a fumble.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a 1st down. That's how you do it.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lacy. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open.
Work on the ball.
Catch first down.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Gets it out fast. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the defense drags him down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll try to slam it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
2, 3, 5. I don't know why you running this ugly ass shit. I don't know why you getting
Here
your ass
comes
whooped.
that Alabama offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments
Yeah,
in football,
Wildcat.
just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation.
Y'all still
So
bid
many
into this
good
stupid
things
ass shit, and
happened
y'all
today.
knew what it
Seemed like
was.
everything he was
That's the
dialing
stupid
today,
shit.
David, ended up working out.
No doubt, they've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, and he tilts the coverage. Got it deep downfield. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. White going to attack through the air. Going up top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left.
They really give me
And
the
they're going to
full.
score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands and the ball's on the ground.
You're funny.
And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played, echoed the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA.
They hooked up the hitch and dragged. They hooked up the hitch and dragged off down the hill. On the way home, when we said Steve, that trip wasn't playing like that.
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's right. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback checking the play. The back goes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on first down.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. That's it, 5. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna try to get it himself. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Red Wolves are marching down the field. On the option. Now the pitch. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Big loss on the last play. Threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Coming after it.
No, my fault. I should have waited.
And he picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. A third and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Green. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up fourth down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down, you shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation
did it too early.
in this game where you have to
Premature
try to find a way
ejaculation.
to get a stop and create some momentum.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. 1st down for this offense. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier's going to remember that.
Dropping back, it's Green. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive.
That play no work. I don't know why I did that.
Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it up.
Finds the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On on 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Sails one into the middle. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Heaves it deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
No,
So much for
beautiful.
putting your heels on the 10 and not going backwards. Not when you can return like this guy. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Snagged in the middle. It's
I
Brown.
knew that about to happen.
Oh, it's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Red Wolves will kick it off to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it.
Not my fault.
As much time as
Second
he
guess
could, but the
myself.
defense got to him and sacked him.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. You saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack. He really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Dogs want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Green. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Never realized I ain't never finished turning him up. That's crazy. So he actually better than what I got him.
Rebels will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Throwing right. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Snowed under by the defense.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Feeling some heat. That pass is well on target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
On fourth down, going to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They're going to throw it again. That pass is incomplete. They're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Iomana. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
That's good play.
That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to count for him, we'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's right.
Oh.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get down.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. NC State quick to the line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer against this athletic front seven.
And the defense gets
another
loose,
phone
bringing the
one.
heat, and down he goes
Black
again.
goddamn.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback checking off.
Old piss. Old piss road.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets to him again.
No.
Another sack. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth
Can't
down.
get worse than
Remember,
this.
they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll off one deep down the left side.
They gave it to me.
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent
That
throw.
was crazy.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance, put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
Looking to move it through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Set it at the goal line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this.
I came a long way for that.
And picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and
That's
get
the
them
weirdest
to
angle,
off this
bro.
run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, Dave. But this drive, this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like, you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts with...
Bro, really? Oh my goodness.
But he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
I'll do some of the dumbest shit sometimes, bro.
On third down, going up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unloads to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense defense will try to shut them down. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on an incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. Can't turn the football over. He's got to get those cobwebs out of his head and start dialing it in.
Caught over the middle. It's Io Manor. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Keeps looking downfield. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Escapes the sack. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, we came into this game knowing that this guy can break tackles. He is a mobile quarterback. It's going to be tough for this defense to get him on the ground. I love the athleticism. I love his ability to extend the play. You just got to be able to finish it with a completion.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Looking deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. One more snap coming before halftime. Oh, he's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception.
Big boy like
Out the first half.
That nigga came with.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Slips through the line. He's on the loose.
second half. You take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's right. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. NC State going up tempo.
Sometimes.
Third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let one fly.
It never work.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the
that's one thing I'll push the NCAA to fix. The post route.
So here comes the offense returning to the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And there's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football.
No bueno.
Put your defense in a
No
bad
good.
position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Bitch, my coach. If you don't get your shit
They'll
together.
run the option. He'll pitch it. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense.
This game hate me, bro.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This game really
It's
hate
a
me.
couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends an interception by this quarterback. And
Bubba.
another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of
That
here.
bitch.
Running it back. It's
Yeah, I played the
Johnson.
coverage. Nope.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
There was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pulled the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score.
He was a good, powerful back in college.
Slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
NFL too.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is
I can't get to the ball. I
This is
can
a
get
point
to
where
you.
you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Come on, get off the ball. Your ass choked it up over there, my boy.
Skips away from pressure. And they
I wish you would 35. I'm gonna pop your ass.
Really good field position.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense.
I almost messed up.
Take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Boy, discipline, I can tell you that much. Very disciplined.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss 21.
Man, they always do this funky ass shit. Now I gotta go look for them. Shit. Oh, that's right.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Reed. He fires a bullet to the right.
It wasn't a bullet.
Hook up on the big play, and that brings up a
What's
fourth
it supposed to
down.
be?
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Barrels ahead.
Oh my God, no. No.
Second down here, and maybe
Yo, full of shit. You know that, right?
Snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. 2 minutes.
Oh, NCAA hate me, bro.
Running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
They really do.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They're within striking distance, but they need the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
You got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down a possession here late in the 4th quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. If you trust your defense, if you use your timeouts wisely, you can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Using his legs to buy some time. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Steps away to find some room. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll take a knee. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Golden.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. They'll keep it on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 35.
Nope.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.
Damn, it's 9 o'clock already.